What's up, y'all? My name is Sage the Flame, and this is my exclusive interview with Sex Workers 101.
She said the dick go crazy. Hey, but do you love me, baby? She said she wanna have a nigga baby. Hey, but do you love me, baby?
What's up, you guys? As you can see, we got Sage the Flame here. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic.
Fantastic. I'm fantastic, actually. My first question, I have to know this. How did you get into sex work?
I got into sex work as a child. I've like always been interested in sex and like sexuality, like from a very young age. So when I became sexually active at 15, that just kind of like jump started my interest in sex. And then I was on Tumblr. I had a Tumblr account. And somebody...
I remember Tumblr.
Yeah. And somebody sent me a question, and they were like, you know, how much would you sell your nudes for? And at the time, I had never sold nudes before, so I was like, $1 million, And so then they hit me back, and they were like, nah, like, I'm dead ass, like, you know, would you sell your nudes? And it was this girl, and she was explaining to me that she was selling her nudes and making bread, and so I was like, fuck it, like, if, you know, like, I'll get down with your system. And yeah, that's how I started selling nudes, and ever since then I've been selling nudes, and then I got into OnlyFans, and then here we are.
Dang, I remember Tumblr. Tumblr was like, Twitter is like more open about sex work, but Tumblr was like discreet, like chill, more relaxed vibe. I feel like now Twitter's just like every 2 posts is like somebody just
7 in the morning, titties is out.
Like, do not be at work and be on Twitter, because you'll click one of them videos, somebody be moaning out loud, everybody looks at you like it was supposed to be a cat video. That's crazy. Yeah. So I just found this out, and I want everybody to know this. How did you come up with the name Sage the Flame?
So, I lived in Miami for 5 years, and I just moved to Atlanta like 3 months ago. Right before I moved, I was a stripper in Miami for like 3 weeks. And my time as a stripper was cut short because of Corona, so that's why it was only 3 weeks. But
that was definitely gonna be the next question.
But right, so when I started in the club, like I had to figure out what my name was gonna be. So I wanted it to be something like something that kind of gave insight to my personality. And Amethyst was like OD. Too many bitches named Jade, like, you know. So I settled on the name Sage. Because sage is an herb, you know, that you burn, and, you know, it cleanses the energy in the space and blah, blah, blah. So my stripper name was Sage, and then once I started to really I've been doing OnlyFans since like April of 2019, but I started taking it seriously around the time that I also started stripping. So once I started taking it seriously, I decided to update my name to well, I couldn't just be Sage, because that's just kind of boring, you know, like Sage on OnlyFans, like that's kind of what. So I was like, okay, this needs more spice, like this needs more pizzazz. So I decided to do Sage the Flame. After some brainstorming, the flame was added on.
I want you guys to notice that she has flames on her bra. I'm loving that. Now that I've seen that, that is like perfect for me. I'm loving the name, everything.
My favorite tops.
Okay. What is the craziest thing a customer or a fan has ever sent you or said to you?
Like a physical item, like a tangible thing, or like
it could be a DM, a message, a post.
I would say the craziest thing to date was probably one time somebody asked me for like a fart video, like they had like a fart fetish, and at the time I didn't know what that was. Like, you know, I had never like at this point today, like I'm pretty desensitized to that shit. Like nothing really phases me at this point, but at the time I was like, my nigga, what? Like, are you dead ass? Like what the fuck? So yeah, that was probably the most outlandish thing.
You know, I think nothing was crazy to me until I seen somebody like asking one of the girls that I know for a scat video, and I never knew what a scat was. I'm like, a scat? A car? You want her to have sex in the car? And then I was like, let me research this so I can know what I'm talking about. And then I watched it, and it was like, I know you're in that age group. Did you ever watch Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah,
like
unfortunately,
that was crazy. And I was like,
very crazy.
I was like, it was people back then who liked stuff like this. Like, oh my God.
Always been out.
That was crazy. That definitely opened my eyes. And after that, I was like, nothing's gonna surprise me.
Right.
So that's have you ever done one of those?
No.
They
didn't end up coming through with enough money for me to be like, all right, let me do this.
Y'all heard her. Get that bag right. You might get you a scat. Period. Okay, so it seems like you haven't been doing this that long, but you've been killing it. So what would you tell a newcomer or somebody looking to start sex work or, looking to learn more about this business?
My advice would be to don't rush yourself. Don't get in over your head. Don't succumb to shiny object syndrome. Come into this bitch with a plan, with strategy, with organization. Don't be afraid to take yourself seriously, because there's constant dialogue on the internet about how sex work is easy. Like OnlyFans is not a get rich quick scheme. Sex work in general is not a get rich quick thing. If you really want to make a lot of money doing this shit, you have to have strategy, you have to have organization, you have to know what your strengths are and know how to supplement for your weaknesses. So yeah, don't be afraid to take yourself seriously, especially when it comes to working with other people. Don't be afraid to be professional in this space, and take your safety into account. And don't be afraid to be a bad bitch. Don't be afraid to be a boss bitch. Find your niche. Just do what makes you comfortable. Don't try to step outside of your boundaries too much.
I feel like a lot of people tend to do that.
Yeah, don't be not yourself.
People they may see other sex workers take a certain route, or they may feel like they have to do certain things to be popping or get noticed. But in reality, if you're consistent and
consistency, strategy,
putting out work, and you got a strategy for the videos you coming out with, I feel like most people who do that, who really come, I feel like you've kind of not completely taken off, but you're on that route to take off in a way that most people can't when they first start off, because like you said, having a strategy, being professional with it, being on point with your stuff. So I feel like if people do that, you'll definitely move faster than you probably expect yourself to move. But that's pretty dope. Hopefully you guys pay attention, because I feel like everybody else pays attention to every other part except that advice that they get from people in these interviews. They're like, oh, okay, she did this, that's cool. But they want to do it, and they miss the whole part about things they should do. So hopefully they pay attention to that part. Okay, you said you lived in Miami for 5 years. Mm-hmm. You recently moved to Atlanta, but where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Baltimore. I was born in New York, but I moved to Baltimore 3 months after my birth, so I don't really claim New York City like that. But I'm from Baltimore. But ethnically, I'm half Nigerian and half Dominican.
Ooh, that's a nice mix. Are you a fan of the Ravens?
Oh, hell yeah.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
He's the second person. My last interview, so I interviewed Quincy Rowe, and she's from Baltimore too, and she was like, I was like, so you're a fan of the Ravens? And she's like, yeah, you not? And I was like, no. She was like, I'm sending my condolences. I was like,
have you seen Lamar Jackson do anything?
He's alright.
He's alright. And you're who are you a fan of?
I like LeBron James.
Okay, alright.
Football, football is not the same for me.
You ain't shit.
The Raiders moved to Vegas. I don't have a team.
Wow.
That's crazy. I'm gonna cut that part out.
Ravens Nation. What are you talking about?
Okay, so I've been asking a lot of people this because I've been seeing a lot of celebrities using OnlyFans. How do you feel about celebrities using sex work and OnlyFans to make money?
Honestly, I personally feel like I have a problem with anybody in general who uses sex work as who treats sex work as a costume that they can co-opting the whole aesthetic. You know, I just don't fuck with that vibe in general. Like, for example, when it comes to celebrities like Ruby Rose or fucking what's that girl's name? Bella Thorne.
Oh my god.
The thing that I did not like about their strategy in particular is they use the whole aesthetic for clout, and like they pretended, the way they marketed their OnlyFans made it seem like you could go to their OnlyFans and see some real scandalous hoe shit, but that's not what they had on their OnlyFans. So I don't like that. You know, I'm trying to bring you in and gain some clout with this hoe aesthetic, but I'm not really a hoe. Like, don't call me a hoe. Like, I'm not really about this whole life. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, but I mean, you know, I just peeped the other day, like, Tyga, you know, he has an OnlyFans, but he's actually like showing dick on his OnlyFans. Like, he's actually fucking on his OnlyFans. So, you know, good for him. He's, you know, and he's like working with other sex workers. Like, you know, he's out here.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Tyga's in his bag.
Tyga's in his bag.
You know, let him be in his bag. I love to see it. It's all right.
Yeah, but I just don't like people trying on the whole aesthetic when they're not really about that whole life, and trying to distance themselves from like real sex workers and shit like that. Because I mean, you know, it would, in an ideal world, like, it would be great if you know, these celebrities being on OnlyFans meant that, you know, the people that were already on OnlyFans were, you know, it was like, it would gain more respect for us, or like help us in some sort of way. But that's not really the truth, like the facts. Like, for example, you know, Bella Thorne, when she was on OnlyFans, she was all over Instagram, like, here's my link, like, you know, subscribe to me on OnlyFans. But like, us regular bitches, like, we can't put our OnlyFans link in the bio, or else we run the risk of, like, you know, getting our Instagram deleted or shadow banned. Like, I'm probably still shadow banned. Like I'm, you know, bitches be shadow banned on Twitter, Instagram, but whole time, like, you got these celebrities out here, like, you know, like, talking all types of crazy shit about OnlyFans. So, you know, we still face that discrimination, specifically in these online spaces. Like, let's not even talk about like real life. Like, you know, like, niggas are still waking up every 3 to 5 business days to like talk shit about OnlyFans women, like, on
for
Twitter,
no reason,
unprovoked, like, just for no reason.
They be an egghead on Twitter,
for
just
real,
talking crazy. That
for
throws me
real.
off.
So I just don't like the phony shit, you know, that celebrities are doing. But you know, if you're a celebrity and you really decide to be about that whole shit, then be about that whole shit. But I just don't like the phony shit. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would still get my bag, you know.
Right.
I'll still do what I gotta do.
I think at first I didn't mind it, and then I was like, that sucks, because you have so many women who this is their brand. They're professional. They're taking it serious. But then when they come and do that, and then fans or people are bamboozled because they go in there and they're like folding clothes or doing something crazy, then it makes them think like, okay, what about this other sex worker? What if she's going to do the same thing? Now they don't want to spend this money to subscribe to other people who really do this OnlyFans, and I feel like it takes away from them a lot. And I feel like a lot of people were losing fans because of that, because they were like, you know, a new fan might have went there first because that might be their favorite person. They went there first, and now they're like, even though they like you, and even though you showed a titty or something on Twitter, they're like, no, I don't know, like, Ruby Rose charged $50, and
it kind of creates like the skepticism.
Yeah,
you know,
so that sucks. But you have some sex workers like what's the chick's name? The Suki chick?
Yes,
hers be popping.
She be lit. She do. And I fucked with her. I fucked her heavy.
I like, because I feel like at first she didn't take it serious, but then she realized how serious it could be, and she started being more professional with it and seeing that it was part of her brand, and she took it serious. And I feel like people seeing her do that made it like, okay, she doing it, like, it's cool, like, we can do it. So I like that. She's probably one of the only ones I've seen do that, so that's pretty dope. Okay, been talking about sex work. Let's step outside of sex work. What are some things you like to do outside of sex work?
Outside of sex work, I really enjoy yoga. I mean, I really do enjoy sex work, but outside of that, I thoroughly enjoy doing yoga. Any physical activity. I like weightlifting. I like dancing. I love nature. I love traveling, exploring shit. I love football. I love watching football. Football's like OD I love making money. I love niggas spending money on me. That could also be outside of sex work, but yeah.
I wish y'all could have seen my face when she said, I love niggas spending money on me.
It's a fun experience. It's a fun time.
Right.
You know, like, I love going to the mall, but I love when my money isn't being spent at the mall.
You sound like somebody else I know.
It's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Okay. I like playing this outside of these interviews, but I wanted to incorporate this. We're going to play Fuck, Kill, Marry.
Okay.
Your options is Megan Thee Stallion, Kalani, and Summer Walker.
I would probably fuck Meg Thee Stallion.
That one was close to my heart.
I'd probably marry Kehlani. And unfortunately, I'd have to kill Summer Walker. I don't want to kill anybody, but you know, out of those three options, I'm gonna have to kill.
That would probably be the same for me.
Yeah.
Only because I love Summer Walker. I like all her songs. I be singing them in the car.
Me too.
When I'm by myself. When I'm with people too, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was the nose thing for me. It was the nose for me. Like, I loved her. Like, she was chocolate, cute.
Yeah.
Big nose. Like, I just loved that.
I mean,
that
her
was
nose
it for
really
me.
wasn't that big.
It wasn't, but like, I liked it. Like,
Yeah,
that was
she
one of the
was
main
really
parts
pretty.
I liked. Her face was just it to me,
Yeah,
and then
she
she did that.
Yeah, she was like one of the baddest bitches alive. But you know,
I would fuck Megan Thee Stallion. Like, if I'm a married Kehlani, if I had to fuck somebody before that, it would be Megan Thee Stallion. Like.
Yeah.
And it's cool because Kehlani, like, I've known her so long. Oh my God, since we was kids. So that would be, I don't know. That seemed like it would be a cool marriage. She seems fun to be married to. She seemed pretty dope. Okay. What is one thing that you can't live without?
One thing that I cannot live without, my blackness. Can I say that?
Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
you know,
no, not saying like, can I say that? I just mean like, is that something that you mean? Like, you know?
I
like,
mean, you could have said pizza rolls, but if it was your blackness.
I can't live without my blackness. I couldn't imagine being alive and not being black. That'd be fucking wild as shit.
I love that answer. Yeah. Actually, I was shocked because nobody's ever answered it like that. Yeah. They usually, you know, I couldn't live without getting my nails done. But you could be not black and get your nails done. Man, I feel like I gotta ask that to people. I'm gonna throw that in there in this person I interview. That's crazy.
Yeah, my blackness is very important to me.
Yeah, I like being
like,
chocolate.
I imagine going outside and fucking burning. Nah, bro. That's fucking wild.
Not burning.
Burning in the sun sounds like a no-go.
Right. Like, imagine the sun not liking you.
Right.
That's how I feel. Like, if the sun don't like you,
can't do it.
That's depressing.
Yeah, I can't.
That's depressing. If the sun don't like you, that's crazy. What was the next one? Oh, how is dating while doing this type of work? There was a pause.
See.
Okay.
Because I just had to kind of think about my dating history real quick. She
had to take a deep breath.
Honestly, before, like when I was a stripper, like during that time, like right before I
3 weeks, y'all remember
3
that?
weeks.
3 weeks.
I really wasn't too concerned about dating. I was just, you know, just kind of living my best life, you know, just, you know, dating, but like very casually, you know. I wasn't really tripping about shit. But ever since I moved to Atlanta, I've just been meeting more sex workers and just kind of casually dating people who do the shit that I do. So it really hasn't been, and like they're fucking cool as shit.
Do you feel like it's easier though to date people who are in the same line of work though?
Oh, for sure, because like we could make money together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really my love language. Like, if I really fucks with you, like I'm gonna want to make some money with you. Like, you know. So yeah, I feel like ever since I've moved to Atlanta and kind of been a little bit more open to dating and stuff like that, I've been having a fantastic time.
I want y'all to know, making money with you is also my love language. That's it. It's cool as shit. I'm gonna start telling people that. It's probably gonna scare some people off. They like being broke, but that's cool.
Yeah,
Most people do say that dating within the community is a little easier. Some people say it's terrible. Most people say it's a little easier because people understand the type of work.
I would never date anybody who felt uncomfortable about what I do, because we not about to sit here and be uncomfortable. Like, that's like I'm not.
We ain't gonna sit here and be awkward.
Nah. So yeah, I've been having a jolly time.
Okay. What is your favorite feature of yours?
I really like my eyes.
It's the eyes for me.
It's funny because right before I left my crib today, I was like, I really fuck with my nose. Like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't like my nose, because like it's so hectic to like cut your, like that's a lot for me. Like, to cut my nose, like if I had to like do something to my nose, I'd probably cry. But I really do like my eyes. I'd probably say that's one of my favorite. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm a bad bitch, but if I had to choose, it'd probably be my eyes.
Period. Period. No comma, no pause, just period. She said, I feel like I'm a bad bitch, straight up. I like that energy. That's crazy. You know what? I think I've seen 2 videos from you. One was with Darling Nikki. That one was Flames.
She's fine.
She is. I was supposed to interview her, but we had to reschedule. She's dope as shit. And I think one was like, I forgot, like, I don't want to go to it right now because that's a different time, but it was the one where I seen your eyes and I was like, those ain't her real eyes, are they? I was like, okay.
Was it like a girl on girl film or like a boy girl?
That's what it might have been. I know it wasn't with me. No,
was
I don't
it like
think
with
it was.
some light skin woman? Like she was like really white passing?
Yeah.
Did she have a fat ass?
I can't say that on camera. can't go into the details. They gonna know everything I'll be watching. I gotta keep my personal stash to myself. I gotta keep that one personal, but that's probably the video I'm talking about. That's pretty dope. Okay. What is your favorite position?
My favorite position that I've recently discovered, because this is like a recent like revelation. That position, it's like, okay, so say for example, like,
she finna show her.
like the fucking from the side, like if I'm, say for example, I'm the person with the penis and like I'm like fucking from the side. That shit is fire.
That's like the.
It's just fucking.
That's like
fire.
when the dogs be like peeing, they be putting their leg up. That's crazy.
That's just fire because then you also have easy access to the clit, so like a lot of niggas like will rub my clit at the same time, and that should just be like, I just be looking over like, wow, you're stealing my soul right now. That's I'm doing all this shit. Yeah, that's my favorite. I don't know if that has a name, the sideways position. I don't know.
I don't think that has a name. That's crazy now that I think about it. What would that be called? We gotta figure out a name for that. And then we're gonna trademark it so they're gonna steal from us. We can make that money. That's cool. I never thought of that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like flashbacks. I'm like, that position has had some fire moments.
And then I would say second place is probably missionary. Cause I like passion and like intimacy and shit.
Right, like looking somebody in the eye. And that's just.
I mean, if it's a woman fucking you could suck a titty, you know.
not suck a titty. Okay. That's crazy. Most people, honestly, which is crazy, they say backshot, but honestly, that don't be as intriguing to me. I like looking at.
Yeah, backshots are very visually appealing, but like honestly, like when I'm in backshots, it's like it's cool, but it's not like my favorite.
Right,
it's not like amazing. Like what the fuck?
They don't hit like.
I feel like backshots are overrated, to be honest.
I'm glad you
like,
said
they get
that.
too much. It gets too much hype.
Right, like the big booty girls, they be just winning. It don't even be too entertaining. It'd be cool to look at, but it don't be like, oh my god.
It's
like,
more visually appealing than it is like feeling. You know.
Yeah, we just gonna throw back shots away. People ain't gonna make it that far if you do though. Okay, outside of sex work, what type of music are you into? Who's your favorite artist? Do you got a favorite song right now?
As far as the music that I'm into, I'm really into like any type of music that Black people create. Like anything by Black people is my shit. I've recently gotten into gospel music. Like, I'm not really religious by any means, but gospel music, like the kind that black people make, that shit slap. Like, Kirk Franklin be going in. Like, that shit be going crazy. I would say I've really been. It would be hard for me to choose one particular song, but Kehlani's newest album, what is it called? It Was Good Until It Wasn't. Every song in that joint is fire.
Yeah, she's an amazing artist.
That shit is fire. I've been really in my R&B bag lately, and that shit been amazing.
Right.
So, yeah.
You said gospel, she lit up. That's my gospel. That's my jam right there. It's crazy. Is there any particular sex worker that you would like to work with, man or female?
I would say a male sex worker that I would like to work with is Jason Love. Because he's fine as fuck.
We're gonna set that up. Make sure he sees this.
That'd be fire. A female talent that I would like to work with, probably. Honestly, I feel like there's a lot of dope ass female talents that I don't even know of yet. I mean, so yeah, I don't know if I can name anyone off the top of my head. I mean, Darling Nikki is dope, and I'm working with her right now, so you know.
Right, she's like, I'm already working with her. It's fire.
Shit is lit, you know.
Shit is lit.
So yeah,
That's cool.
But Jason Love for sure.
For sure, we're gonna make sure he see this somehow, some way. Mr. Love, you're going to see this. Like, we're gonna make sure we set it up.
Yeah.
I shoot it if we need to, and it's good. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be flames. Okay, let them know where they can follow you at, your links. We're gonna make sure we tag them at the bottom of the screen. So just give them all your links where they can find you at.
My Twitter is at sagetheflame_. OnlyFans.com/sagetheflame_. And that's where you can find me at. Podcast coming soon. Probably YouTube coming soon. Whole lot of shit coming soon. Stay tuned.
Whole lot of fire shit coming soon. Y'all just got the exclusive Sex Workers 101 interview with Sage the Flame. And as you can see, she motherfucking lit. So make sure y'all follow all them goddamn links. Until next time.
She said the dick go crazy. Hey, but do you love me, baby? She said she wanna have a nigga baby. Hey, but do you love me, baby?